Welcome to my office. One of my colleagues. There's some of my colleagues down here. Hey guys. Morning. See the game last night? I look a little pale. Studio tan. Don't mind my teeth, you'll get used to them. Yeah, so I was saying it's hard to play drums and talk at the same time, so that might be out. And that I don't really relish telling the story. I don't like really stirring up too much drama. I don't mind a little trouble, as Sam Spade says, but just a little. And, the story, a lot of things happen, and I'm at the center of all of it, and that's true. There is me in this maelstrom. I don't relish getting people in trouble, and I don't like to tattle or nothing, but I do feel that enough extra legal diabolical shit by prominent people of a very small town and their minions, because word gets around. A lot of shit happened that is very unkosher, and especially considering it involves some very prominent people in the town, namely the editor and owner of the Observer paper, Jim Shields, for one, his adult children who work at the other one. There's only 10 or 15 kind of prominent buildings there, and there's only a few institutions. There's no police department. There is a post office, and there is a paper, and there's a bank, and there's a big storage unit, and a bar, and a one large supermarket, and not even large, a corner store, a liquor store, a head store, one giant gas station that's half the town, a hotel, seedy hotel, pretty much. They really could spruce the place up a bit. And that's pretty much the whole fucking town. So yeah, his adult children who run what's called Healthy Start, which is, a community service, which, I commend these people on the things they do for the community. I do. It's, you get the strangest mix of people in all kinds of packages, these good people did some pretty shitty things, and certainly me being in the center, I mean, after so many things go on, and there's so many people involved, pitted against me, basically intentionally, I can't really, once the snowball got going, I can't really take responsibility for the snowball and the momentum that other people chose to. Basically, things got out of hand. And that's just a very rough outline of, it involves like the people who own the gas station, the people who own not the good people who own, the people who run the storage units, the guy who owned the paper, his children, and a lot of other people. Basically, for lack of a better way of putting it, not to be dramatic, but a diabolical fucking conspiracy that just, they got out of hand. I don't think any of them realized what was things were going to turn into, but it got fucking ugly, and and it involved like them and all the seedy people in town. I mean, it's a tiny town, so anyway, it's kind of an interesting story. And the people that are involved are, especially because it's the paper guy, he's known. I mean, he's very known. Even though it's a tiny paper, Jim Shields, I'm pretty circumspect guy in a certain way, or I don't think these people are all bad. I don't need to vilify them because they all allow themselves to do a shitty thing in their own little, what would you call it, their own little cells. Because when you got a bunch of people that are like, got it in for you just because their friend did and their friend did, nobody necessarily knows exactly what anyone else is doing per se. But there are some main characters, and they did put me under surveillance. And I'm under surveillance now. And it gets interesting from there.